That was a pretty cool retro ride. Now here I am sitting with Mr. Alex Paul. Alex, nice to see you.
Pleasure to see you as well, Colin.
Alex, you are a local musician, and we are going to talk about your brand new album and your brand new band and all those kind of things soon. But I want to first ask you about how did you come to Telluride?
I went to college in Fort Collins and dated a woman the last year and a half or so while I was there who grew up here. And she brought me here the first time was for Thanksgiving, and the second time was for Mountain Film. I was probably 25, 26. And I'd never been down to the San Juans and just fell in love with this place. And that first trip she took me up to Ophir, and I thought to myself at that moment, I will live here someday.
And you live there.
And I live there.
Which is
took about 10 years, but I live there.
The perfect place for you because you have a troubadour style to your musicianship, and also like if anybody's ever been to Ophir, it's kind of out there, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautifully so.
So I guess I want to ask, when did you start playing music?
My dad bought me a guitar when I was 13. I'd taken some piano lessons as a kid and didn't really take to it. I didn't really jive with the teacher, and I sang in some choruses in elementary school and middle school. And then when I was 13, I asked my dad for a guitar, and he was so excited. He put me in the car right then, and we went to a music shop and bought my first guitar.
Do you have musicians in your family?
My sister plays a little bit of piano still. My dad sings in like barbershop quartets and community choruses. And
that's amazing.
He plays mediocre guitar.
Is your dad really excited that you're a working musician now?
Yeah, he says it's still probably every time that I see him, he says it's the best decision that he ever made was getting me that guitar.
That's so nice.
Yeah, indeed.
So speaking of being a working musician, you played around in Telluride for a while. You wrote original songs. You played with a bunch of different bands and those kind of things. And then you most recently you applied for a Telluride Arts grant.
I did.
Right, which is a really cool grant where they give artists a little bit of money to sort of get started. And
it's
what did
incredible.
you do with that?
I recorded an album. My grant proposal included recording this album. We recorded this amazing studio outside of Fort Collins called Swing Finger Studio, and I got the small art grant and then won the Blues Challenge, and I just had some momentum. And originally the grant proposal for the art grant was a solo album, and when I won the Blues Challenge, it was like I'm never gonna have this much momentum at one time, and I want to do a band with two of my best friends, and neither one of them live here, but we're making it work.
And so, and I want to actually roll back for a second because you're saying Blues Challenge, but I think people don't really know one of the three major festivals here is Blues and Brews, and they've had a challenge for years, right? And is it like a troubadour competition or blues competition that's in the park, and you go against?
It's a solo blues competition, and it takes place at the Elks Club for the Blues Breakfast every Blues and Brews, and it's a pretty cool gathering. Like there are people who come year in and year out and get there an hour before doors open to get the table right up in front and really attend to the music. Really awesome, attentive audience, and it was a really stacked lineup of musicians, and I had no misgivings about winning it. Like I did not think that was going to go down. And Tom and Warren from the music store encouraged me to submit. I hadn't even heard of the Blues Challenge, and so this was late June. So I had like a month to write a couple blues songs and record them and get them submitted. And just doing that process was rewarding in and of itself. Like at that point, I didn't know if I was going to make the finals because I only bring 6 musicians to Telluride for the finals, and but just going I don't usually write with that much structure and constraints, so I had to write within a genre, within a time frame, and that was just a cool exercise in songwriting. So I really enjoyed that process. Like I don't really care if I make the finals. Like that was cool. Now I have these 2 songs that exist that didn't exist before, and then I got an email that I made the finals, and like that was really exciting, and then just to be on that stage with the other musicians present was
and
it didn't feel I won. It didn't feel like a competition. It felt like camaraderie. Everyone was like really supportive and excited for one another, and
we were chatting, and you had said this weekend we were chatting, and you had said this was the moment that you decided you were going to try to do the musician thing full time.
Yeah, it was a combination of getting the arts grant from Telluride Arts and then winning that competition. It was like, well, I've got all this support and encouragement. I should just go try and do this.
Which you have.
If not now, yeah.
You made a beautiful album.
Thank you.
With a really cool band name called
Birds of Play.
Birds of Play,
Yeah.
and the Birds of Play. I mean, I think it's probably a double entendre, right? You're
It
like
is.
playing musicians,
Yeah.
but
it's a prey on birds.
yeah, that's right. But also like you were saying, your two best friends are in the band, right? And I saw you and one of them perform recently. But you have three members in the band, and you're touring everywhere. You're doing lots of.
We're touring a fair amount this summer. Yeah, I leave Monday, and we play Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, Washington, fly to Wisconsin, and then we got a little break, and then we do 3 weeks around Colorado and finish at Blues and Brews.
Amazing.
It'll be our last show of the
So
summer.
you're going to be at Blues and Brews. So if we're at Blues and Brews, we could see you. But if we were in the region, we could also see you at the Sherbino, right?
Yeah, we play the Sherbino Theater on Friday, August 30th, I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's the 30th.
I think it's the 30th.
Yeah. We're doing a private house show here in Mountain Village on that Thursday, the 28th. But other than that, it's just the Sherbino and Blues and Brews are the only other two shows that we're playing in this region for the rest of the summer.
And you guys will be around. Your
We'll be
friends are
around.
in Durango. You're thinking, you're probably going out on tour again at some point in the future. But if I wanted
Definitely.
if I wanted to find you, where would be the best thing to subscribe to, like a Facebook page or a website or something like
Yeah,
that?
we're on Facebook and Instagram at Birds of Play Music, both of those, and then our website is birdsofplaymusic.com, and that has some videos and photos and some of the tracks from our album. And our album is out. It will be fully out all over the interwebs in the next couple weeks. We're just kind of finalizing some art.
Cool. Great. So we can find it online. We can find it in Apple Music. We can we can buy it at the shows, and then also soon it's going to be on Spotify, right? So that
Yeah,
we're
in
gonna
the
be
next
able to
couple weeks.
stream.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, indeed.
Birds of Play.
Birds of Play, and the album is called Anthrophony.
Anthrophony.
Yeah.
What does anthrophony mean?
So there's the geophony is all of the sounds of the earth outside of all biological life. So volcanoes and thunderstorms and rivers and earthquakes and the like. And then biophony is all of the sounds of the earth of biological life outside of human sounds. And then anthrophony is all the human sounds of the earth.
You guys,
know.
you guys, and your smart people
Bird
words,
nerds.
You bird nerds. You guys, Alex Paul, the Birds of Play. You can find him online and everywhere. But we have a special treat for you. When we come back, Alex is actually going to do some live in studio stuff for us. So thanks a lot for being here, and
Pleasure.
thanks.
Thank you, Colin.
Yeah, no problem. And we'll be back in just a second.
So this is a song inspired by this region here. I was chatting with a friend a few months back, and she brought to my attention the story of this man named Juan Rivera, a Spanish explorer from the 1780s who came up from Santa Fe into Durango and up into the San Juan Mountains, and he dubbed them Las Sierras de las Grullas, or the mountains of the sandhill cranes. And my friend thought it would be a good song subject, and so this is what I wrote, called Sandhill Cranes. Waking with the songbirds, the sun she rises slow, and I'm heading off somewhere. These hills I've come to know, my feet carry me swiftly as snow melt in a stream, and I can't help but wonder, this life is but a dream. I was born a child of the plains, that's where my family remains. But my spirit flies with the mountains of the sandhill cranes. I've been taken high, and I've been laid down low, filled with reverence and wonder, as the alpine starts to glow. And and I'm howling with the moonlight. And there's a crispness on the breeze. The fire warms my bones sweetly. It sets my mind at ease. I was born a child of the plains. That's where my family remains. Where my spirit flies with the mountains of the sandhill cranes. Hidden valleys filled with flowers thick as thieves, golden embers as the aspens shed their leaves. Frozen hillsides are blankets of white. Spring returns the light. I'm drifting off towards slumber. I lie embowered by the pines. That starlight soothing as a soft kiss. Horizon offers up her line. I was born a child of the plains. That's where my family remains. My spirit flies with the mountains of the sandhill cranes. With the mountains of the sandhill cranes.